Hello, it's Julie from Do Business Like a Woman, and this is the Do Business Like a Woman show. Today I'm talking about how to use Facebook to generate clients and also how to increase engagement on your posts on Facebook. So I just want to first of all apologise for my background. I'm having my house renovated, and at the moment all the wallpaper's off the walls and it's just total chaos and it's waiting to be plastered. So hence the interesting background that I've got behind me. But let's jump straight into today's topic. So I love Facebook as a platform because it is so social. It's where my clients hang out. And I just find it such an easy online way for generating clients. Now, what I mean by that is that for me anyway, the barriers for Facebook are much lower than some of the other social media platforms in terms of connecting with clients. And I'm going to share with you how I do that today. Now, I will say that it's important to choose a social media platform that you love and that works for you. But if, like me, you're really into Facebook, then this episode is going to be very valuable for you. So, how do we connect with clients on Facebook? Here are my top tips. First up, always invite people in your Oh, thank you, Katie. I'm just distracted by Katie's lovely comment. She says, bless you, Julie, gorgeous, vibrant background. Thank you, my dear. I'm glad you can't see the rest of the room, but it's all good. Hi, Kath. Good to have you with me. So, yeah, Facebook is a nice high touch way of connecting with people. Now, what I recommend is that you know your client avatar inside and out, and that you start friend requesting people who are in your client avatar. You can have up to 5,000 friends on Facebook. So here's a top tip for you. Have your client avatar next to you and then find influencers in your niche on Facebook and go ahead and find their business page and then have a look at the people who are commenting on their stuff and invite them to be your friends, because if you're in the same niche as that influencer, then of course their followers are going to be in your client avatar. They're going to be in your niche as well. Makes sense? So you want to fill up your friends list with people who are actually potential clients, and then you want to be posting story posts about your business. Now, of course, it's important that we use it for social too and don't just fill up our personal profile with business stuff. Facebook wouldn't love that, but you can definitely put some business stuff on your personal profile, and I recommend you do. And so, that can look like pictures of things that you're up to, quotes, story posts. I'm a big fan of story posts for connecting with your potential clients. And so just starting to share on your personal profile. Now, of course, you want to have your website on there. You want to have a link to any of your social media profiles right there on your personal profile. I quite often go to the profiles of women entrepreneurs and notice that they don't have their website there, or they don't have a link to their Facebook page or their Facebook group right there on their profile. Well, you're missing a trick, because people in your target market will be visiting your profile and not even knowing what you do, not even having a chance to visit your website or learn about your services. Also, use that short bio area to say something about what you do as well, right? So that's how we use the personal profile. Now, I highly recommend having a group. Having a group is so much fun. You get to build a community, you get to interact, you get to fill it up with people who are in your niche, in your target market. So again, everything I do goes back to the client avatar document. It's really, really important that you know that one inside and out. You should know what your client has for breakfast, what she likes to drink, what she believes, what her biggest fears are, what's keeping her awake at night, and what does she want more than anything else? What brands does she love? You need to know your person this well, because then when you post on Facebook, you do your marketing, you're talking about her top 3 problems, you're talking about her biggest desires that she wants, and you're wrapping them up all in a story post, and she knows that you're talking to her. Cuts right through all the noise, right? She knows that you can help her. And then, of course, it's about issuing invitations, because people won't take action unless we invite them to. So a nice, clear invitation, whether that's to join your email list, to book a discovery call with you, whatever it is, has to be there, has to be super clear. Do not assume that because you are there talking about the subject and people are listening that they will make the connection. They won't. We have to be clear online. It's our responsibility to make those invitations. So definitely be doing that in your content, whether that's Facebook Lives, whether that's story posts, whatever you are sharing, make sure that it includes the call to action and the invitation. So I do recommend having a group. I do recommend building it full of people who are potential clients. I recommend doing market research in there. I suggest that you do a weekly Facebook Live in there to get really connected up with your people. I suggest inviting them onto your email list as well. I cannot recommend having a good Facebook group enough. And of course, you want to be bringing people into that group every single day. And there are different ways of doing that. So drop me a comment below. Let me know, do you have a Facebook group already? And if so, how is it going? Or if you don't have one, would you consider making one? Let me know. All right, I don't recommend using a business page. Now, it can be helpful to have one just because, people might expect it. But honestly, the organic reach on a business page these days is pretty horrendous. It's a bit of a waste of your time. Instead, I recommend that you are posting on the personal profile and in your group. It's much more valuable way to use your time. If you're right at the beginning as well and you're trying to do all the things and you're feeling overwhelmed, Facebook business page is not up there. It's not important. It's not part of my strategy. It's not what I teach my clients. Now, of course, there are different experts out there who'll tell you different things. I'm just sharing what has worked for me. And so when you start posting the content and you get people commenting, what you want to do is friend those people. So if you notice that someone's really interacting and engaging with some of your content, send them a friend request and then strike up a constant message. That's not the one. Strike up an instant message, a direct message with them and just have a conversation. Say, thank you for joining the group. I noticed that you were commenting on some of the posts. How is your business going? Or, how is your diet going, or whatever the thing is that you help with, and just open that conversation. And then if appropriate, you can invite them to a discovery call with you, right? It's not spammy, it's not salesy, it's done in a very open-hearted way, very natural way. You only do it if the conversation naturally leads to that conclusion. But you want to make sure that rather than just having loads of friends, on Facebook, that you are actually reaching out to people. You want to be proactive in that. Don't sit back and expect people to come to you, particularly not at the beginning. Right? Maybe a few years down the line, but we always need to be reaching out. We always need to be making those invitations. Do you guys feel squeamish about that, or are you all good? Are you doing this already? It's what I do, okay? So I will make friends with people who are in my group and I'll strike up conversations and I will invite them to come and have a call with me. I'll offer to help them. I'll see what problems they're struggling with in their business. I'm not frightened to do this. It's part of my strategy. And I have had clients from Facebook who've been in my Facebook group, who've been following me for a while, and then they come on a call and they become clients. So it does work, but it's about viewing it as a long-term thing and building those relationships. So I always say, if you want to get a client fast, go offline, go networking, go do a workshop in person. But if you want to do something online, I think Facebook is a great way to do it. And how I've just described, that's how you do it, right? Because it's all about building those relationships. It's not about spamming. It's not about just posting, come work with me, because there's so much noise out there online, and particularly on Facebook, that will not work. So don't do that. It's about being high touch, making those relationships with people. Showing up from a place of service. How can you help this person? And then not being frightened to issue the invitation. So that's it, really. That's what I wanted to say. One other thing about increasing engagement, I've said have your client avatar and know them inside and out, know what their top problems are in your niche and know what their top desires are. And then your marketing should be all around those top problems and those top desires. Also, when I've said use story is just such an excellent way to connect with people because it cuts through everything. Our hearts work on stories, right? Stories are so ancient, they're part of our culture. But remember, your client is the hero of your story, not you. So oftentimes we want to make our brand or our business or ourselves be the hero of the story, and that's natural, right? We're sharing our story, we're sharing our journey. Often the area that we're helping on, we've overcome something. But the truth is that even if you're sharing your own personal story, it's really about your client, and they are the hero of your story, not you. Make sense? Leave me a comment. Let me know how this is landing with you. Leah says, so helpful. I like hearing even the things I think I know. Yeah, right, Leah. It's true, isn't it? Just having those reminders. And also, for me, like, I think I know stuff, but if I'm not actually doing it and getting the value, then I don't really know it. I might know it intellectually, but I'm not embodying it and doing it as yet. So yeah, great. Leave me some comments. What are your questions on this, ladies? What questions do you have for me about using Facebook to get clients? Give me a comment. Let me know what questions you have. I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve. I've got a bit more time, so I'm all yours. Just remember to be really high touch. Speak directly to your avatar. Make the invitations. Funnily enough, I haven't got an invitation for you today. Just because I'm in such chaos in my house, focusing on that, it's fine. I could invite you to come on my email list, but to be honest, I'm just switching gifts to a new opt-in gift, which is a video series called Undiscovered to Fully Booked, 5 steps to get all the clients you need. And I'm still tweaking that series. So honestly, watch out in the group because it will be ready soon, and I'd much rather invite you to that. Now, of course, you can come on a business clarity call with me where we'll look at your business, where you might be stuck and how to get you unstuck and out of overwhelm. We'll look at which of the Do Business Like a Woman programs is the best fit to get you moving forward and getting clients in your business, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting those clients, being profitable. So to book one of those, you go over to dobusinesslikeawoman.com and you'll see the button there in the top right hand corner. You can book a free business clarity call with me and connect with me. All right, so Kath says she's starting her story post today. Excellent, Kath, brilliant. And as well as our own personal story, we can also share little stories from our day, things we've learned. I once posted about going for a walk with my dog on a certain beach that I found, and I related it to business and talking about, keep going because the perfect business might be just around the corner for you, right? So it doesn't always have to be the same story. It can be stories from our day, but always relating it back to your client and what they want and what they need. Yeah, good one, Kath. I'm pleased you're doing that. Leah says she likes the idea of them as the hero, even when it's about me. Yes, exactly. So when is it about open authenticity? Yeah, this is a great question, Leah. So I was doing some work on my story the other day, and I was looking for the balance between sharing my personal story to inspire them, to show them what was possible, and not making it all about me, right? Not just going on and on about myself. And what I managed to do in the end was condense it down to about 3 minutes. And I shared my journey, starting with when I was a child and money issues and things, and then through to my business, and made it really relevant. But I did it all in about 3 minutes. And because we all share similarities in our story, the way I did it, people will see themselves in that story and they'll see the inspiration, right? So that was the way I did it. So it's like, even though my story was about me, I only told the bits that one of my potential clients would find relevant. So the bits about how I struggled the first time I tried to launch my business, how I struggled to get clients and what I did to overcome that, how it felt in my confidence, sorry, lots of police sirens going by, how it felt in my confidence, that kind of thing. So always just keeping my avatar in mind though, and making it super relevant for them. Also, like even with the sad bits of the story, you know, it's healed in me. So there's that too. So there's sort of energetically, it's not really just about me anymore. It's about the journey we all go through as business owners. Does that help, Leah? Does that make sense? Because I know it's taken me a long time to get to a place where I'm happy with my personal story. And actually, I'm going to be sharing that video with you soon as well in the group. So look out for that. Any other questions, comments, ladies? Leah says, thank you. That's a helpful way of thinking about it. Great. Good, it's really helped me. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, ladies. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I do hope that soon I will be coming to you from my newly decorated office. It's not far off. We're nearly there. Really can't wait. So looking forward to it. But I'm practicing acceptance and just being here in this total chaos of the house where every room has had the wallpaper ripped off now, and wow, it's full on, but it's all part of the journey, right? And I believe the spiritual path is learning to accept. And so that's where we are. So I hope that you are having a great time in your business. Go ahead and reach out if I can help you at all. You can get me on Instant Messenger. You can book a business clarity call with me. I look forward to supporting you to create a thriving business you love with lots of clients. Bye for now. See you next week.